EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Superdome in downtown New Orleans.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New Orleans Saints.
Evan McPherson has this one teed up.
And we are underway from the Superdome.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
That's good.
Play fake. Here's Dalton.
There's Chris Olave.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And the tight end goes in motion left. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Passing, it's Dalton. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Dalton. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
They'll try to pass on 4th down. Dalton completing it to the right side. Johnson.
And he is going to have the Saints 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Andy Dalton.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On the counter, here's Kamara. Room here to run. Touchdown, New Orleans. A nice run by him, don't get me wrong, but the blocking up front was a thing of beauty.
I think for an opening drive, how about that for next one?
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And Winston lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5. And can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
From way up at the 23. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Bengals 2.
On one, ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
11.
Inside handoff to Mixon. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front.
Here we go.
Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon.
A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Bengals have taken the lead. Evan McPherson for the extra point.
And he's got it to make it now 9-6.
Makes the score Bengals 9, Saints 6.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Dalton. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Dalton sets up play action. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
358.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Dalton. He's going to take another shot here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. To the right side and complete to Thomas. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Hands up.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Fourth down. Dalton wants to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Dalton operating in the red zone now. And the catch made by Johnson. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On 2nd down, Kamara. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. throwing. Dalton. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of them.
Trying to drop it in there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Dalton. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. In. This might be a free play. Airing one out for Boyd. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. To Mixon on first down. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 14. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Running left, it's Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 2nd and 5 now. Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact. and short of the sticks.
And the Bengals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. But that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, it's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Here's Dalton to throw for it. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the fourth. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
11 empty, 11 empty,
They go play action with Burrow. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Burrow.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining.
Here we go.
Mixon with a first down carry.
To the 27-yard line.
Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Again, it's Mixon.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 84 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Burrow going to get this out to Chase. Touchdown! Jamar Chase on the touchdown throw from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Finding space at the 40. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Hill now to throw. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now Hill. And he'll just get rid of it.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
It's do or die for Dalton. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now